of time in this room. For 6 years, over 6 years, I served as the president for Slinger Gridiron, which is our youth football organization and our high school football booster club. And so we would have monthly meetings in this room. So I'm really, when I heard it was at Bub's, I'm like, oh, I bet I know exactly where we're gonna be, right? But one of the things that I learned a lot about leadership and about doing the right thing in this room with a whole bunch of folks who are just trying to do the right thing by their kids in their school districts, right? Because that's how we were organized, is by school districts. And sometimes you just gotta stand up and do the right thing, right? When you see something or you see something coming, you just gotta stand up and do something sometimes, right? Or get behind those who are. And so the reason I'm running for school board is not because I think we have a horrible school district. We have a great school district, we really do. And they've done a really good job over the years. But the problem is you can't just fall asleep at the wheel. You gotta look around and you see Mequon, you see Germantown, you see West Bend, you see Waukesha, you see Oconomowoc, you see Brookfield, and you see what can happen when you stay asleep at the wheel and you stay complacent. You see what happens, what can creep in, what can affect the kids in your school district. Well, in June, I asked for some help from our school district. And I had already decided at that time I was gonna run for school board just because I wanted to serve, right? But I asked for some help from our school district. And I've gotten great help and transparency from the administration. Unfortunately, I can't say the same thing for the school board. I just can't. I wish I could. I have tried, and I can't. So now I'm standing up and I'm gonna do something about it. We need a new kind of leadership in our school board. We need a kind of leadership that reaches out to parents, that listens to what parents have to say, and then you act on it, right? You're not gonna have everybody agree with you, but we've got over 400 people in one Facebook group who at least wanna have the conversation, another 150 who agree, and it's growing. And that's just me being a dad, behind my little laptop at home, right? So I just really believe that in every school district around our neck of the woods, and even in this, the reddest county in the state, we've got to make sure that we are not complacent. We've got to make sure that we stand up and we say, you know what? Parents need to be more involved. We need to be making decisions versus just assuming things are going to stay okay just because, in our case, just because it's Slinger. That's just not good enough, okay? So if you're in Slinger, I've got some flyers. If you just want to get the word out to your friends who live in Slinger or the Slinger School District, these are just really basic. This is not my finished product. This is just the first phase. And we're building a website. We're building a Facebook. I'm going to be knocking on doors. If there's one thing for sure, I'm not going to get outworked for this one. If I lose, I'm going to go down swinging.
Thanks, Bill. And one thing to mention is school boards don't need to get signatures, so that's why they weren't